See, they thinking I'm an evil genius, a sleepless heathen. They seeing my beliefs is treason. A mystical misfit. Where does misfit? I'm just a mystic of a Juliet who didn't stop after Romeo's last breath, but confided in the brightest silver lining to find him without dying, so was dying. I'm just a modest goddess enlightening prodigies, with a mind's eye on my odyssey, breathing life into the carcass of the darkest heart. But they blaming it on a dark heart within a darker art. But over my healing hands, I still ask for trust. But outside my healing hut, they ain't found cigarette butts. I wouldn't trust this heathen neither. A phoenix, seeding through flames, breathing meaning, leaving epistles in this urban road of Ephesians. But see, I wouldn't trust this heathen neither. Cause wolves confide in his feline for a right mind. So behind heated dividing lines in my eyes they find ice to the burning flesh. I'm the safe haven. Or am I just saving face for the fever I gave them? But see, most claim to raise consciousness, but forget the us. I only raised consciousness because of love. I reached back at a hand that reached back at me. That's the heroin for my soul, the fiend for meaning. Because the hand was from a man whose lungs ceased to breathe in meaning. He made sure I felt this love even after his heart ceased to beating. But I preferred to leave him thinking. My consciousness was limited for the needing, for feeding how much the lives of blacks matter. And don't get me wrong, I love my melanin and black patterns. But I'm well aware we all just white noise and black matter. But there was a morning I awoke born in more than that. That's pain from my heart stitches ripping from the persistence to communicate with the same person who did the incisions before his transitioning, hurting me. But this heart they call hollow still urged to love this imperfect person perfectly. So I had to reach back at the hand that reached back at me. So I embodied in studies thousands of years past common religions to the spiritual beliefs and rituals and indigenous to quantum and metaphysics to the existence of the multiverse and dimensions to my ancestry digging deep in the lineage for the meaning that's trying to find the strength in my bloodline's inheritance to sitting with a psychotherapist trying to heal my idiosyncrasies causing me lower frequencies. That's a mind coping with cave ways to floating alpha theta brain waves to the elevation from the medication of meditation that strengthened my psychic sense and see. Clairvoyance took my mind's eye on a voyage past seeing him seeing me to seeing how he sees what he sees in me. Clairsentience took me on a healing of being able to feel him, and feeling them was like walking into an orb of love with a little pain. No, it was consciousness awaiting for me to unsilence its sentence and clairaudience. I learned my thoughts have an interactive audience. I had to learn to decipher what words were mine versus these subtle disbursements that seem to find their way to confine their way in my mind. I learned magic and minerals to spell the spiritual protection to astral projection to reach back at that hand that reached back at me, and I found them. And that's the line that'll make most feel uneasy. But understand, I'm not here speaking for people pleasing. I'm just unleashing some of the depths to ease me. So again, I found him. And he showed me sight past physical vision. See, this heart you call hollow just brought back space from chasing love through dimensions. See, we caught each other in intermissions. And every moment seemed cut short like prison visits. And we thought we beat the case just to face a new fate when an ancient spirit came to visit. And said you experienced an ending just to search to find and not to experience another ending. See, that was that born and I awoke born into the ceiling. Living with this world I'm living in. With these small minds that's still killing over pigment and chipping niggas over colors they kick it in. Then the religious fixing their lips talking shit like I'm the villain. I can't give a fuck. Cause after all that I'm dealing with, still feeling like a soul alone, living with. Still seeing these grids of my life's collage while I attempt to camouflage into what's known as normal. But I'm tired of giving a fuck. Call me an evil genius, a sleepless heathen, seeing my beliefs as treason, a mystical misfit. I don't care what misfits. I'm just a mystic of a Juliet who didn't stop after Romeo's last breath, but confided in the brightest silver lining to find him without dying, so was dying. And that was my beliefs are treason. Thank you for having me. My spoken word album is dropping this summer. It's called A Heartbeat. So everybody follow me, Sista Outspoken. That's Sistar Outspoken on IG. Thank you for having me, you guys.